Guys, it is me back with another attempt at a car vlog. I don't know if I'm gonna do these more or not. I think you guys liked the last one. I'm just, I never have anything planned, so I just kind of got hit by another car, but that's okay. People in California do not know how to drive. I think the last time that I was talking to you guys was when my son was in the car accident. So, he was rear-ended and we went to go look at the car, and I am just amazed that, he was not hurt more than he is. And he still doesn't remember, anything. He says he remembers leaving work, and that was all he remembered. And then he woke up in the hospital. So his car is demolished. It was a Toyota Corolla, and I thought from the look of it that he was hit by a truck. He was hit by a Chevy Cruze. And I'm telling you, if someone would have been in that back seat, they would either be seriously, critically injured or probably dead. So thank God that he wasn't hurt that badly, and thank God there was no one in his back seat, because the trunk's in the back seat, and he had his big backpack that he always carts to work with him, that had his new iPad, new laptop, Nintendo Switch, and all that. The Nintendo Switch survived because it was inside of a carry case that was padded, but the laptop and the iPad are toast. They're just bent, and they were in the trunk, but since the trunk was thrust up into the back seat, the backpack was stuck, and we couldn't get it. We couldn't get anything out of the back seat or the trunk, because there was just we couldn't. So, but he was well, I want my backpack out of there to see, he's maybe they survived. I'm they did not survive. Trust me, I saw the car. And so thankfully one of the tow truck guy that had, I guess, picked up the car, he was I don't think you're going to be able to get it out. And then he was you know what, wait a minute. And he backed up the tow truck to where the car was, and he put the hook things on, and he pried the trunk open, and then we had to cut the straps from the backpack, which was $100 backpack, and he was able to get it out that way. And then of course we saw that all the electronics were ruined. So but I guess and there was a third car involved in the crash, which we didn't even know, and there's hardly any damage to that car, but it was at the same tow yard with my son's car and the car that hit him. And we were looking at the car that hit him, and it's the engine compartment was smashed, but she wasn't hurt. She was hurt probably like my son, just bruised, and I don't know what. She had the front airbag pop off into her face because it was head on, but only the side airbags deploy when you're hit from behind. So thank God he had his seatbelt on, because that's the only thing that saved him from either smacking the steering wheel and losing his teeth, or going out the windshield. I mean, thank God I taught my kids, you better not move your car till you have that seatbelt on. So so he got the concussion probably from going like this or like this. So he's got a concussion, and then concussive injury something, and then he has whiplash, and then it did something to his left hip. So not sure what all that is, but had to go get the information off of the police report to find out who was the one that hit him, and they had insurance, thank goodness. So they have State Farm, so hopefully they'll be, good. But we also used an attorney that we had used before, and he recommended calling our insurance company, which is Wawanesa, and letting them handle the claim, because he said it'd be better for our insurance company to then turn around and go after State Farm for the property. And so I called to file that claim with my insurance company, and their office is based in San Diego, which is like 90 minutes, like hour and a half from here. And so I filed the claim, and my attorney also said that it would be better if Wawanesa had possession of the vehicle instead of the other insurance company. So when I called Wawanesa, they were just like, oh, okay, yeah, we will have someone on the way to pick up the car. And I've had Wawanesa for I want to say about 25 years I've been with them. And they're the best insurance company ever. So if you live in California or you live in Oregon, they cover those two states. Get a quote from them. They are by far the most inexpensive of any company, and you guys know that I'm like a bargain shopper, so I had called every insurance company around. And then the other car that was involved has Geico, and I'm like, who uses Geico? I mean, those companies are so expensive. They're at least like double what I pay. I have 4 cars on my policy, and I pay $200 a month. And 2 of those cars are full coverage, everything. Roadside, uninsured, underinsured, everything you can have, I have on 2 of the vehicles. And then the other 2 are liability plus uninsured or underinsured motorist protection, and their prices cannot be beat. And I'm telling you, I've been with them for about 25 years, and their customer service is outstanding. I've had a few times where there's been 3 cars that have been totaled. On none of them are fault, but I mean, they are always Johnny on the spot, right on it. And I mean, like I said, they were like, oh, we're going to go be picking that up and taking it to our storage lot. And I'm just like, wow, And so their customer service is outstanding. And they already had talked to my attorney. And I mean, they were just on it. They assigned a claims adjuster. They got him into a rental car the same day. When I filed the claim, they go, okay, here's your ticket number. You can go to any enterprise, give them that ticket number, and you get your rental car. And it's like, wow. So they're doing all the work as far as the property loss, and they'll go after State Farm. And then when my car got totaled about 3 years ago, the person that hit me was uninsured and unlicensed. So I had to use my uninsured motorist protection, and they paid me out outstanding for my car. I mean, they paid me out within like a couple days because the car was totaled, and then they went after the person that hit me. So I'm telling you, if you guys need insurance and you're in California or Oregon, you need to give them a call. They are great, so great. So that's where we're at. He's just recovering. He's had to go. He went to see his primary care doctor, and then he's going to be seeing a chiropractor and a neurologist to make sure that everything stays on track and that nothing. He hasn't remembered the accident yet, and that's what I'm worried about. Is like when he starts to remember being on the freeway. They were going 65 miles or even faster. Who knows? And I don't know if the other person was just not paying attention on her phone. I mean, she had to be doing something. And so I'm just worried, like, when he starts to remember, like, what is he going to, like, be, like, having a nightmare? Maybe he won't remember. I don't know. That's what I'm kind of hoping, is that he just won't remember. He'll just remember leaving work and then going to the hospital. Because he was conscious, because right when the accident happened, he called me. He's like, Mom, I just got rear-ended. And I was like, oh my God, like, where are you? What, like, and he's like, I was on the freeway. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, were you in traffic? He's like, no, I was just driving and someone plowed into the back of me. And I'm just like, And I said, did you call the police? No, they're on their way. And I'm like, is there an ambulance? They're on their way, but I don't need anything. I'm not hurt. I'm like, no. You need to let them check you out and go to the hospital. And then he called me 6 more times. Mom, I got rear-ended. And I was like, I know. I did. You called me. I did? Yes, you already called me. And then he turned around and called me again. He called his boss like 10 times. And he didn't remember any of that. Didn't remember calling anyone. Didn't remember what happened. Even in the hospital, he kept asking me, what happened? What hit me? And we had kept telling him, a Chevy Cruze, you were in an accident. And then like a few minutes later, what happened? What hit me? And then he was like asking about his electronics. And I'm like, they're toast. They're gone. And then a few minutes later, what about my backpack with all my stuff in it? And I'm like, honey, it's gone. So he was in the hospital a couple days, and then when I went back to see him, like the following day after they admitted him and took him upstairs, like the next day I came in and he was like, whoa, man. And then he like remembered, he didn't remember, but like I was telling him and he was just like, I don't remember any of that. So yeah, thank goodness he'll be okay. It's just a matter of getting better now and, making sure that his neck's okay, his hip, that there's nothing like seriously damaged, nothing in his head. I mean, they did a scan, but you never know, things can always develop. They gave him blood thinners so that, no risk of clots and stuff like that. So he's getting really good care, and I think he's okay. He's feeling better. And I think that, once it's like over, like he'll be okay. Of course, when he found out that the payout for his car is probably not going to be what he owes on it, and he's still going to be making car payments on a car that's gone, he wasn't happy about that. But yeah, he hasn't even made the first payment on it. So he has to make the payment on it now, and it's totaled, and he doesn't have the car, which really sucks. So, but hopefully it'll all even itself out once it goes to, the attorneys and they start litigating or fighting or hashing it out. So anyhow, I'm at the Burlington Coat Factory, and I just wanted to give you guys an update on my son, and I want to thank you guys so much for your prayers. That really means so much to me. Thank you to all of you guys who asked about him and were concerned and were worried about him. That like totally made me feel so special. And like I told him, and he was like, really? I'm like, yeah, look, all these people, they asked about you. And he was just like, wow. Oh my God. I'm like, yeah, it's like a little family, dude. Like, don't you understand? And like, he doesn't really watch YouTube. And I'm like, yeah, like I said, people care, like, even if you don't know it, there's people that care. There's people that'll pray for you. So thank you guys so much. That meant the world to us, and he's on the mend. So I just wanted to give you guys that update. All right. If you like this video and you want to see more car vlogs from me, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.